Funky here. I want to encourage you to keep watching ABAKWA TV, one of the
Arise.
It's a beautiful morning to welcome you to yet another edition of the show Arise and Shine, only on ABAKWA Television. It's that show where we engage you viewers in real-time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and societal ills. On the show, you get motivated, you get health tips, you get educated in our learning lab, you get to know more about fashion and style. Most of all, you get to know all that's trending on Kongosa. I am your host, Menyam Sibo. We'll be right back in a bit.
Arise.
Welcome back, beautiful viewers of the show Arise and Shine. Today promises to be a beautiful and a blissful day. Yes, the show Arise and Shine comes to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we take it upon ourselves to get motivated before anything else. So here is our motivation. Well, the first I have for you today says, don't sit down and wait for the opportunities to come. Get up and make them. Take charge of your future. Every great opportunity starts with a proactive mindset. Seek out what you want, create your path, and don't be afraid to take risks. Your initiative will pave the way for success. The next says, what is coming is better than what is gone. Look forward, not backward. Embrace the possibilities ahead. The past is behind you and the future holds endless potential. Focus on your goals, dreams, and the positive changes you can create. Each new day is a chance to build something amazing. Let me take you to the next, which says, the harder you work today, the brighter you shine tomorrow. Your efforts today lay the foundation for your achievements tomorrow. Each task you tackle, no matter how small, contributes to your growth. Embrace the work as a stepping stone to your future success and watch your efforts pay off. Now, I love this one. Life has no limitations except the ones you make. Break free from the self-imposed barriers. Challenge your beliefs about what you can achieve. Dream big, set ambitious goals, and push past any doubts. Your potential is limitless. It's time to unleash it. Come on, do it now. That takes us to the next, which says, you will never always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. I say this all the time. Understand that motivation can ebb and flow, but discipline is your anchor. Establish routines and cultivate habits that keep you moving forward even on tough days. Consistency will lead to progress regardless of how you feel. Also use problems to become better, not bitter. I love this. View challenges as opportunities for growth. Each obstacle is a chance to learn, adapt, and evolve. Instead of letting difficulties weigh you down, let them propel you toward personal development and resilience. Do not watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Master the art of going forward no matter the challenges ahead. Time is precious. Don't waste it watching the seconds tick by. Stay focused on your goals and keep moving forward no matter the pace. Progress is progress, and persistence will lead you to your dreams. A gram of action is better than a ton of words. This is wise. Actions speak louder than intentions. Start taking small steps toward your goals today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Each action, no matter how tiny, builds momentum and leads to significant change. Last but not least, we grow most when we practice the skills we are worst at. Why not embrace your weaknesses as areas for improvement? Tackling your less comfortable skills will stretch your abilities and foster growth. Trust me, don't shy away from challenges. They are the key to becoming the best version of yourself. You get the point, right? I believe that's enough motivation for us to ride on the show. Now, let's have our topic of discussion before we get health tips. So, a message was sent to us, and we need your advice, professional or unprofessional. The number is on your screen. The comment section is open. And if you are watching right now on Facebook, please kindly share the link, comment, like, and let everybody know that there is the best show in Bamenda only on ABAKWA television. So here is the message. I have a fiance and we are planning to get married in a few months. He's currently renting an apartment while I own a house. Is it wrong for him to move in with me after we get married, especially since we won't have to pay rent? However, his family opposes this idea, and I would like to hear some different perspectives on it. That's the message we received. So your help is needed. The comment section is open. The number is on your screen. You can send in your advice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your health is your wealth. So we have this health tips for you on the show Arise and Shine this morning. Stay tuned.
Never in your life take alcohol and flagyl at the same time, except you want problems.
I want problems always.
It's going to lead to what we call a disulfiram-like reaction.
What do you mean that?
Which means that the normal flagyl that is remaining in your body will be mixing with the alcohol, and while they are fighting, you, that is the person that drank two of them, is going to feel like you are going to die. Number one, you are going to have so many things. Number two, you are going to feel like you want to vomit everything inside your body. You are going to feel sick. You're going to feel like your heart wants to beat out of your chest. So when you take flagyl, wait for 48 hours or 2 days before you take any form of alcohol, including the slightest form of alcohol. That does not mean that you should not be taking alcohol. But I also want to ask a question. The flagyl that you are currently taking, which doctor prescribed it for you?
I've got the advice from a madman.
I love how it ends. Who is the doctor who prescribed that to you? To all alcohol lovers, it's okay to take that alcohol, but know when to take it, especially when you are having or when you are on medications. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a word to a wise is sufficient. It's a beautiful time for us to take on a musical interlude, and when we come back, you will receive your prophetess on the show Arise and Shine. Don't go anywhere yet.
Greetings everybody, I am Funka Elvis Mpo and you are watching me live at Urban Vox Stars Group on ABAKWA TV. Let's go.
Oh, that language, sweet on our tongue, taught to us when we were young. Yeah, where is it now? It's just dying down. The young despise it and the old neglect it. Kong yote Furia Yet ni yote Karya. And let's not forget our lovely ways, and let us go back to those lovely days and enjoy the love we used to know. Yeah, jamais oublier ma culture, jamais oublier ma culture. Now, oh, that food so sweet on our tongue, and how we enjoyed it when we were young. Yes, where is it now? It's just dying down. The young despise it and the old neglect it. Kong yopshi yata, kong yopshi, oh yambi. And let us not forget our lovely ways, and let us go back to those lovely days and enjoy that love we used to know. Yeah, jamais oublier ma culture, jamais oublier ma culture. N'oublions jamais notre culture, jamais oublier ma culture. Now, oh, the way we used to dress then, just so beautiful and so full of grace. Yeah, where is it now? It's just dying down from all that's trending and all that's in fashion. Kong yoto yata, kong yoto yambi. And let's not forget our lovely ways, and let us go back to those lovely days and enjoy that love we used to know. Yeah, jamais oublier ma culture, jamais oublier ma culture. N'oublions jamais notre culture, jamais oublier ma culture, jamais oublier ma culture, jamais ma culture.
Jaka, I no been a Jaka. Jaka, I no been a Jaka. Jaka.
I'm very sure you had a beautiful time while on that musical interlude. It's time for us to receive prophecies upon prophecies, and no better person doing that than our prophetess herself, Gashi Sharon, aka Shasha Cutie, aka Positivity Queen, aka Princess. Her names go on and on. Good morning, Sharon.
Hi, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Looking hot.
And you are looking like dapper. I love your t-shirt. I
Thank
love
you.
your pants. I just love everything about you today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so we are happy to have you on the show this morning,
Always
and
a pleasure.
we are ready to receive from your ministry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful viewers of ABAKWA TV. If you're just joining, this is the slot horoscope on the show Arise and Shine, only on ABAKWA Television. And as you know, whenever you see me, you know your positivity queen is here. The prophetess of the show is here, and I'm here to tell you what the zodiac sign or your horoscope has for you today. And as usual, you know we always begin with Aries, which says, ladies and gentlemen, that is how we saw it today on the slot horoscope on the show Arise and Shine, only on ABAKWA TV. Thanks for staying tuned.
All right. Thank you for prophesying. And we, the people of God, we say amen.
Amen, as usual.
Yes, Sharon, thank you for always coming and blessing our lives.
You're welcome.
You know, we live on that, right? Do we live
course.
on that? No, we live on God alone. But those messages are always encouraging, and yes, they tell us what to do, how to discern, and how to
Go
about our day. And you do it so well.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. As you know, when Prince MC Protocol comes, you'll be on set, so we discuss together.
Okay.
You always love it with us, right?
Right.
Yes, so catch you soon.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you've had our horoscope today from Gashi Sharon. Now, we will take fashion and style. You've seen Gashi Sharon, you've seen me, you will see Prince MC Protocol and every other person who comes on this show. We take it upon ourselves to look good for you, and we also want you to do the same. What's up for fashion and style? Stay tuned.
What else?
You know, capturing the perfect photograph is an art that goes beyond just the right lighting and background. It significantly relies on the poses of the subject involved, whether it's a solo portrait, a family gathering, or a professional headshot. The way people position themselves can convey emotions, tell stories, and create lasting impressions. However, not every pose translates well on camera. Common issues such as awkward angles, unflattering postures, or stiff expressions can detract from the overall impact of an image. Now, in this video, let's explore various poses that often need correction, offering insights and techniques to enhance body language, improve composition, and ultimately create more dynamic and engaging photos. Enjoy.
What else?
That one was for all my photogenic people, and I'm very sure that your next picture or photo poses are going to be stellar, just on point. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you into the learning lab. Remember, it's that room where you get to learn from the one, the only Mrs. Schneider Williams, who has a lot in this brain of hers. I wonder how she does it, but we have her here. So get your notebooks and pens ready. Good morning, Mrs. Schneider Williams.
Good morning, Sibel, and thank you for overrating me. This small I have in my brain, you're making it look like it's so much.
You have a lot in your brain. I can't lie you. The
No,
fact
that's
that you say it offhand without any notes, you don't. I just need to call her, guys. I just need to call her and say we are producing today. We need you to come and teach us. And boom, she's
no,
here.
that's overrating.
She's
That's
teaching
overrating.
us.
I'm a humble learner. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
when we are talking like that, that's how we learn.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm also learning from you.
So you see what I'm talking about.
Gosh. The way you're hot
I'm
today.
sorry. Okay, I don't want to be shy today.
You're
but
burning. You're on
I'm
fire.
burning for the Lord.
Lord.
I'm burning for the Lord. You're welcome on the show.
Thank you, Sibel.
Yeah, and we are ready. So please give it to us.
All right. Good morning, viewers of ABAKWA Television and of Arise and Shine. It's that time again on the Learning Lab where we get to share a few tips which can help us to get better in life. And I hope you're ready for us today. I'm not going to take much of your time today, but I'm going to go very straight to the point with some very key things that are going to help you in a very short while. And today we are going to be looking at 5 tips that you can use to choose a career.
Okay.
Well, most of us always have that question: how can I identify this as my career? How can I identify that this is where I'm supposed to be and all the like? So I'm just going to help us with 5 tips today.
Okay.
Tip number 1 is natural ability.
Natural ability.
Yes.
Okay.
So you need to first of all find your a suitable career is going to lie between the things that you have natural ability to do. What do I mean by natural ability? I was already explaining last time that there are certain abilities that you realize right from childhood that you do with ease. Like you just discover that there are certain things that nobody teaches you, but you're able to at least handle to a certain extent. That is a natural ability, and you don't just handle, but you handle with ease.
Okay.
There are a lot of us out there, we know most of those things that right from very small, we did them without anybody asking us to do them, and we did them with a lot of ease.
Yeah.
Some of us is just a thread and needle. Some of us is reading. There are some people who have reading as a hobby.
Yeah.
They could
like
read books
bookworms.
upon books, and they are not tired. So it could just be anything, but it should be something that you're able to do with ease and with convenience without anybody pushing you to do it. Don't go and choose something that when you get up in the morning, you're like, wow, another day, don't come again. Like you're stressed up every time you think that you have to do it. Why? Because most of the times it doesn't fall within your natural ability, and you don't find ease in that thing that you're doing. So that's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 is your ability to develop the skill. So it doesn't just end at you having that natural ability, but you should also have the ability, the willingness, let me use that word, willingness to develop. So that natural ability that you've identified, you should be willing to upgrade. You should be willing to get better at it. Then you're on the way to having it as a career, or you're on the way to choosing it as a career. 3, willingness to serve with it.
Willingness to serve.
Yes. So how willing are you to serve with that ability? Now, you have identified the ability. You're ready to update it, want to sell it. In the space of no time, that person already has a customer to sell it.
Yeah.
It's just a natural ability that comes to the person. The person has that business ability. But now, are you willing to sell? That's another point. You should be willing to sell.
Water that flows from the tap is not meant for the tap, right?
Exactly. So are you willing to use it? The 4th thing is your financial ability. Now, I know that when we talk about financial ability, most of the times, all of us are looking at very big pictures. But financial ability doesn't necessarily mean that you have millions.
Oh,
okay. It means that you are able to at least start from the basic. If you're probably skilled in stitching, at least do you have the basic to pay to learn that skill or to improve on that skill? It's very necessary. I believe that most of the times people say that purpose is overrated because some of us focus too much on purpose and we think that it doesn't need finances. No, it's a lie. These things need finances, whether we like it or not.
No matter how passionate you are about it.
But the problem is that sometimes we want it very big. But sometimes you could start very small. I know that tailoring workshops in town here take 5,000 francs per month, in some places even less, to learn it. If you want to be a mechanic, now your financial ability determines how you do it. There are some people whose parents can afford them going to a technical school, for example.
Yeah.
Fine, you go to your technical school, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, you finish, you maybe further your studies and all. Like, that's okay per your financial ability. Another person doesn't have the parents who can help them do those things, but maybe the parents can afford that 5,000, 7,000 or 10,000 for them to go to a mechanic workshop to start learning the skill. That's still okay per your financial ability. So we don't need to push it too much into having too much, but you could still have just the basic. That's what we are talking about. Do you have the basic that can help you to enhance that skill, that can help you to empower yourself? You need to look into it. So now we have seen natural ability, we have seen willingness to upgrade, we have seen willingness to serve, and we have seen financial ability. And I think the last thing is sustainability. Now, that thing that you want to do, that thing that you're passionate about, are there prospects that it can sustain you in the future? Now, purpose doesn't mean that you follow blindly and you end up poor, or you follow blindly and you say, this is what this thing is very common, especially, I'm sorry, I'm going to throw a stray bullet, but it's very common with us in the Christian milieu.
Okay, I saw that coming.
Yes, where you see people who say, I've been called to do this. This is what I have to do. So I'm taking it like my ministry. And come on, ministry doesn't mean poverty. Even the scripture says that your gift should make a way for you, which means that that gift, while you're using it, it should be able to serve a purpose for you. It should be able to sustain you. It should not be it should not be that one that is going to push you into duping or manipulating people. Or the rest talk of usher shoe. I don't know why people have a problem with ushers and their shoes in church. But I believe that some of those slogans come up because the people make themselves look wretched because they are serving in church. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. Yes, I believe that if something is actually what you are supposed to be doing, there is wisdom that comes with it that you are able to use to make a way for you to sustain yourself. God is not wicked now. He isn't. So God is not going to give you purpose and then leave you stranded. He's not going to give you purpose and then cause you suffer forever. Yes, it could be for a while you are building, but it can never be forever, because he will always give you wisdom. It's said even in scriptures, in the book of Exodus, it was said very clearly. He said, you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you power. In other version, it says wisdom to make wealth. So once you are aligned to these 5 things, there must be a wisdom that comes that should be able to give you wealth to sustain yourself. God will not know that you have to have a family. You're a man, you have to get married and have children. And he will put you in a path that forever you will not be able to take care of your wife and your children. That's not the God I know.
That's not God.
Okay. So I think that we need to shift past that revelation, if I should call it so. We need to shift past that paradigm where we think that because we are Christians, we are meant to suffer.
Never.
Truth be told, Christianity, the baseline of Christianity is not prosperity, but the package of salvation comes with some ease and prosperity for every believer. He says that the wealth of the Gentiles belong to the inheritance. So which means that by virtue of even the scriptures that we read, a Christian is not supposed to remain poor. There is wisdom that is attached to everything which has been given to you as an ability. The problem is that, 1, sometimes we don't use the wisdom. 2, we are everywhere but nowhere.
Stray bullet.
So let's not blame. I tell a lot of young people when I have the opportunity to, don't blame God for your wretchedness. Don't blame him for your poverty. You're either in the process or you're not using wisdom. It's 2 things. So back to what I was saying, our number 5.
Yes, after taking us to church, you needed to come back.
Our number 5, when you are looking into the criteria for choosing your life vision or your career, is that there should be a sustainability plan in it. you should see prospects of it sustaining you. If you put these 5 things together and you take time to think over each of the abilities you have, you're going to fall across one that has all these criterion attached to them. And that's where, bam, you pick it and say, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to focus. This is my career. I got it. And you start following. Remember, we had already established earlier that this thing is not about perfection, but it's about progress.
Yeah.
Which means that when you have it, bam, it doesn't mean that immediately things get smooth.
It's a process.
Yes, there is a process that you must follow. That process is not smooth, but you have to take it through. While, of course, making sure that there is a sustainability plan. I'm very focused on that because most of the times motivational speakers or coaches are always interpreted for not looking at the aspect of sustainability. But that's not the point. We may push you to identify your personality. We may push you to identify purpose. But we know that in that purpose, there is supposed to be wisdom which you should be able to use to achieve. So we must make use of that wisdom.
We get
there is a man who said that everybody has wisdom. The only thing is that some people's wisdom is 0. That's what they call foolish, but they are not foolish. It's wisdom. I just thought of it and it made me laugh again. But in essence, what I'm saying is that these 5 things are the pivotal things that characterize a vision. They are the pivotal things that characterize a career. Sometimes in the pursuit of that career, you may divert into 1 or 2 things to be able to raise income, but don't lose focus of that particular goal, which means that no matter how much you go around, make sure you come back to that goal, come back to that position where you are supposed to be and where you know that these 5 things meet. I hope that in this very short time, I've helped somebody out there who has been asking that question. I think I've gotten that question a lot lately. Maybe even those who have been following me on Facebook, I've been talking a lot about purpose lately. And a lot of people have come to me with that question. How do I identify my purpose? How do I choose my career? How do I find my purpose? So I hope that with this today, I hope that they are following me and I hope that it has helped them answer that question. It's time for you to take your book and your pen, put those criteria down and start ticking them. And ticking them and ticking them. When it comes to sustainability, of course, it's not just saying, it can sustain me. It's about drawing a plan. So sustainability doesn't come by you looking at it. It comes by you having a plan. So this is what I'm doing for the next 5 months. This is what I'm going to be doing. After these 5 months, I'm moving to this next stage. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next stage. After this stage, I'm moving to this. And gradually, you see that you're moving into wealth creation. So it's a process. It's not just saying that the hairdressing one, I do so if you give me money. Yes, if you give me money, that's not sustainability. Everything you do can generate income for you. But what makes it sustainable is a plan. So get your book, get your pen, sit down in your quiet time in your house, meditate. There is something called a productive hour. I think I'm going to talk about it in our next edition.
Definitely.
But the productive hour is that time when your brain is fresh and when you think better. It's called the productive hour. Find that hour, sit down with your book and your pen. Write down these 5 things that we've just listed today. Focus on that sustainability. Build that plan and thank me later. I hope this helps. And this is what we're going to have today on the Learning Lab.
We are definitely going to be thanking you later because we've learned a lot and we want to say thank you, right? We are grateful people.
You're welcome.
Yes, I don't want to taste how retentive my brain is before I'm embarrassed, but I'm sure you got the point. Help me type them in the comment section so others can catch up. This is Shinada Williams. Thank you very much for coming on the show. And it's time for me to use you. I want to have your take on this topic of discussion that we have.
What is life if you are not being used?
Of course, that's what makes you worth living on earth. So we received a message and I would like to read the message so you say what you think, and I'll also read the messages that are coming in already.
Okay.
So once more, the message is on the screen. The number is on the screen. Keep sending in your contributions. The message reads, I have a fiance and we are planning to get married in a few months. He's currently renting an apartment while I own a house. Is it wrong for him to move in with me after we get married, especially since we won't have to pay rent? However, his family opposes this idea, and so I would like to hear some different perspectives on it. That's the message we received. So we want to discuss. I know many people reading this will be like, a man has that title to be responsible. You know, when you get married to the woman, she needs to move over to your place. But now this situation is different, and it also has to do with finances, which matters a lot in marriage. So let me have your take on this.
I'm going to burst some bubbles today.
Okay.
I'm really going to do that. You guys are going to forgive me for it.
Okay.
Now, I'll start with the last statement she made, where she said, you marry the family. That's why I say I'm going to burst bubbles, because I know that that's African perspective.
Okay.
But this is what I believe. You're not marrying the family. You're marrying the person. Not disregarding the importance of family, but the person you're going to live with is not family. You're going to live with one person. So the first question I'm going to ask this person who sent this message is, what's your fiance's take on it?
Okay.
It's really about the compromise that you both come to, and not about what the family thinks. The family who is saying that they don't want him to move in with you. If you guys get stuck with rent, they are not the ones who are going to get stuck. You and your husband are the people who are going to have to battle the rent issues.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong with your marriage at any point in time, of course, we don't undermine the fact that family could always come in to resolve, but it's going to go wrong between both of you.
Yeah.
And if we are going by biblical perspectives, I'll always go back there. It warrants that you both try to reconcile without a third party. And it says that when it gets to the worst, then you can include the elders. So at the end of it all, irrespective of how we try to put family into this marriage picture, it's actually a picture of two people. Even children are of very little essence to me. Please mark my words, I'm not saying they are not important. I'm just saying that marriage is a commitment between two people. And it's those two people that really matter. Now, let me go now to the rest of it. Let me just assume now that I'm talking to the both people who are about to get married. And I'll say that one thing that kills people in relationships is the fact that one person is always trying to feel that he or she can do more than the other. But to me, this is my take. Whoever can do something, let the person do it. It's as easy as that. It's not about who has more, who has less, or about who has the house and who doesn't have the house. A good woman is a good woman. And if you are a good woman, the man should have no fear.
Yeah, because
getting into the house with you.
there, because some men will be insecure that because the woman owns the house, she should be authoritative, she will not respect me because, of course, I'm living in her house.
You, the man, not the woman you're married. You dated her, right? The truth is that a woman can hide her character for the first 1-2 months, but after that, you will know her. So you already know her. Okay.
Yeah.
You already know her. So first of all, general advice is that this thing all boils down to what the two of you decide. But my advice for marriage people or people who are about to get into marriage always is that this thing is not about who carry weighty parts, it's about who to do weighty. The other day we're establishing already that when it comes even to finance, if you the man sees that the woman manages finances better than you,
let her
give
do
the
it.
finances to her.
Let her do it.
So you man, you're lucky to have a woman who already has a house. Wait till be your own. If you are sure of the woman you're marrying and you are certain that she can submit to you, then there is no problem in you moving into the house with her. After all, after marriage, the two become one.
Of course.
So there's really no issue in it. But on the other hand, too, I think that this thing comes up most of the times because we women too, with our basket mouths, we tend to talk a lot. We tend to create a lot of scenes which are not necessary. And because men have seen it too much, they have gone into their shells and they always want to have that superiority.
Okay.
But to me, when I look at that aspect of men wanting to have superiority, I rather see inferiority.
Yeah.
Yes, because the reason why you're afraid to move into a woman's house is not because you think you're superior, but it's because you think she has something you don't have, which means it's inferiority actually. So we need to do away with a lot of these mindsets, and then the two people actually come to a compromise, a reasonable decision, and then they work together. If two couples actually understand the meaning of complementing, because marriage is not about competing, it's about complementing
each other.
So if you understand the aspect of complementing each other, nobody will even know that that house is not the man's house. In fact, nobody will know who actually has the house. It's our house, it ends there. I earn more than the man, maybe it is our money, it ends there. Nobody needs to know who earns more than the other. I do this more than the man. It earns between the two of you. And my husband is the one who cooks for me. It's between the two of you. And if you're proud enough of it as a woman and you love to say it, you should say it because you're proud of the man. You should not say it because you want to bring the man down. Remember, we already established that men's ego is not something to play with. That's the part of a man that you need to pamper. Because if you play with a man's ego, you've played with your whole marriage. Yes, so to you who asked the question, have a talk with your fiancé. Whatever you guys agree, it's compromise. But now, financially also speaking, it's cost effective for you to move into a house where you're not paying rent. Wait till now and do the house now, you want to put them for rent, so you go to pay rent. There's no sense in it at that point too. But at the end, the two of you know each other better than we. We are in the background, we are just reading a message. So you two come to a compromise, and whatever you decide works for you, it's okay.
And let's have the messages that are coming in. This one says, hello everyone. This is Emma from ABAKWA. I think it's perfectly fine for him to move in with you. It's about what works for your relationship, not what tradition dictates. However, I would recommend being sensitive to his family's feelings. Maybe you could invite them over to see your home and help them feel more comfortable with the idea. Okay, if that's worth it, Emma, I'm sure she's getting your advice. This other message says, I am Brian from Mautungkwen. Moving in together post-marriage can be a wonderful opportunity for growth, but it's important to navigate this change thoughtfully. Consider discussing any apprehensions he has about his family's opinions and how they affect him. Ultimately, the decision should prioritize your partnership and mutual happiness. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, Brian, for your contributions. We'll get the rest of your messages when we have Prince MC Protocol and Gashi Sharon on set. But Mrs. Shinana Williams, any comment?
Since we finished these people today,
right?
Sense.
Okay.
I really agree with them, especially the fact where they have spoken about them being sensitive to the family's feeling. I think that's why I kept insisting that family is important. But now it still comes to compromise. Because if two of us decide that, okay, our final decision is that we are moving into the house I built, then the next question now obviously be, so how should we navigate our families to bring them to line? Now at this level, the man knows his family better. So he will know the mumu buttons that we can press to get the family around to accept the idea. Then we try to navigate those ideas now. At the end, even if the family is not comfortable, they should also not be uncomfortable. In the sense that they should still, they should still see you, the woman, as a respectable woman, as a respectful woman, but respects your choices as a couple. So I think at that point in time, the man has a prior role to play if they accept to move into the girl's house. The man should know the buttons to press so that at the end, so they consider the emotions of the family.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a wonderful time with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, you are wondering what's the topic of discussion, I'd like to give it again so you continue sending in your messages. The message reads, I have a fiance and we are planning to get married in a few months. He's currently renting an apartment while I own a house. Is it wrong for him to move in with me after we get married, especially since we won't have to pay rent? However, his family opposes this idea, and I would like to hear some different perspectives on it. Now, the number is on your screen. The comment section is always open. Keep sending in your messages. Mrs. Schneider Williams have shared a lot, and you now know her take on this. Thank you very much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So, as we are rounding up, I want to tease your brain and also tease the brains of our viewers. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's have our riddles on the show Arise and Shine this morning. Please be careful. Just be watching. If you see Gashi Sharon trying to use her phone or preserve protocol, let me know. You get. Now, let's have the riddle on the screen. It says, what is full of holes but still holds water? What is full of holes but still holds water? The second one says, what 5-letter word gets shorter when you add 2 letters to it? I'll take that again. What 5-letter word gets shorter when you add 2 letters to it? 2 riddles for you, Mrs. Shanada Williams, and you're good to go.
You've dealt with me today.
Okay.
What 5-letter word gets shorter?
Yes.
When you add
2 letters to it. Maybe you should look at the screen. Okay, what 5-letter word gets shorter when you add 2 letters to it?
I want to be strong.
Okay, then what about the first one? What is full of holes but still holds water?
I think it's the ocean.
The ocean is full of holes.
Yeah, it supplies water everywhere, but it still has water.
Ah, that's brilliant, I must say. Though I don't know about my source giving me the ocean. It's full of holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how water leaves the ocean. These true passages.
Your explanation says you're brilliant. Very brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with her on that response to the first riddle? If you do, the comment section is open, and please give her her flowers down there in the comment section. She couldn't get the second one correctly. I don't know about you. If you got them right, we'll see that in the comment section. Well, Mrs. Schneider Williams, so you got one.
Yeah,
correct according to you.
That other one, that the answer is coming and going.
Yes.
Coming and going.
Okay.
Coming and going. So I'll just pass.
What about short?
Short?
Yes. Add 2 letters to short, it becomes
shorten.
Shorter.
Oh, shorter.
You are right. That's why I asked you to look at the screen.
Okay, what 5-letter word gets shorter?
Yeah.
Oh, when you said 5-letter word, my brain was only going to figures.
Right.
And that's what got me off. But I think that makes sense.
So you owe me one, right?
You are B first for me. Not even talk about that. Because we'll just deduct that you'll give me the rest.
Okay. It's all good. But it's been a wonderful time with you on the show.
Always a pleasure, Sybil.
Yes. Viewers, I'm very sure that you've been entertained and educated alongside having Mrs. Shinada Williams in the Learning Lab this morning. Please clap for her. Yes. Thank you for coming on the show. Your last words and maybe some people you want to say hello to before you take your leave.
Oh, what am I almost talk today? Well, I just keep saying the same thing I always say. Arise and Shine is the program for you. You don't want to miss it. It's a mix of a lot. And I encourage you to keep watching. We keep getting better. We keep bringing new stuff, which can actually help you. So stay glued to your screen and don't stay there alone. Those of you on Facebook, share the link. Those of you in the house, call your neighbor, call your neighbor's wife, call your neighbor's child. Tell them that something is happening in ABAKWA over ABAKWA TV called Arise and Shine. We are here for you. And apart from Arise and Shine, keep watching ABAKWA television.
And it's a wrap in the Learning Lab. Until next time, keep teaching us. Keep learning to teach us.
Always a pleasure, Sybil.
Yes. Wishing you a nice day ahead.
And a better one for you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let's ride on the show Arise and Shine. We will take on a musical interlude, and when we come back, you will receive your Odogo #1 out of three in the world, none other than Prince MC Protocol, to tell us everything that's trending on Kongosa. I'm not sure you're ready for him today. The banger is coming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the number is always on your screen. Open is the comment section. Contribute on this show. Please do so. We'll take a quick break to be right back.
You know it's funny how the world trying to define us. Life is not about what you see or feel, eh? It's not about what you think, but it's all about the spirit, and it's too big for the world to comprehend it. Nothing is greater than the sacrifice that Jesus paid for us to be justified. This is not a religion. This is not a religion. So if you're not in Christ, then you're out of purpose, you know. The only way we know is upward and forward. We can climb the highest mountain and nothing can stop us. In the midst of darkness, we always navigate. In the midst of adversity, we always dominate. Cause the life we are living is beyond human understanding. We got complete authority over the enemy. When they say there is a casting down, we say there's a lifting up. And we host the flag of Christianity. We only walk stronger, and for the gospel we flame it up. Devil, you know we got the victory, so you back off. Your action is your definition. I'm a soul winner, that's my occupation. Cause I got the divine vision.
When the world turn against us, we prevail. When the enemy trying to bring us down, we are stronger, yeah. Cause we are men and women of prayer. When the world
Welcome back, beautiful viewers of the show Arise and Shine. We are still here. And who do we have on set now? Prince MC Protocol, aka Odogo #1 out of 3 in the world, and he's here to Kongosa as usual. Are you ready for him? I'm very sure you are. Good morning, Prince.
Good morning, Sibel. How are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Okay, so tell us everything that has been happening around maybe your neighbor, because I saw you the last time you went into your neighbor's house and you were eavesdropping on their conversation, just
Right.
so you come and you tell us what's happening here.
Okay, thank you very much for
Yes.
the opportunity to,
Yeah.
Kongosa on this amazing program, Arise and Shine. My name is Prince MC Protocol, but if you're from Balinyonga, you can call me Tita Protocol 1 of Balinyonga. Yes, I am here today to start with the fact that, for some time in Cameroon, the issue of, the penis getting missing was actually in the spotlight.
Yeah,
Like,
it was really
a lot of
trending.
people, even at the level of Bamenda, were even scared. I personally was scared to just move along the road and say good morning. Yes, because we men value.
Yes.
Yes,
You value what makes you
a
men.
man. Yes. Okay, so but here we are here to talk about this young man that was wrongfully accused of making someone's penis disappear. His
Okay.
name is Nzi Silas. Yes, Nzi Silas.
Silas.
He was because of a personal grudge he had with a friend. A friend, accused him of making his penis disappear during that period.
Wow.
He was brutalized in Yaoundé. Yes, he was brutalized in Yaoundé and well beaten, and was even sent to the cell where he spent some days behind bars because of that.
Terrible.
But we are happy that after investigation, he was proven innocent. And just yesterday, he was back to his normal business in Etudi market in
That's
Yaoundé,
nice.
where he sells crayfish.
Okay.
Yes. So this is our guy, because every predicament is always, he's a celebrity now. Trust me, people know him.
Yeah.
Yes. If you look at him from his post on Facebook, like what we've shown you, He went to the market and they welcomed him like a king. He was like, oh, my king, welcome. Yes.
Okay.
You know, especially people who are now judged by their conscience. Maybe they were part of throwing 1 or 2 blows.
Against him.
Now, yes. Yeah, so you see, he went to the market and Anglophones at the market in Yaoundé welcomed him like a king that he is, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yes, for your friend to take out your personal problem with you, and you end up spending, being behind bars. Just even the sight of the police station is not something anybody should wish to, especially if you're going there innocently. It's really a thing. And we're also happy that the guy that accused him has taken his place.
Wow.
Yes, has taken his place behind bars. So Z Silas is back to normal business at Etundi Market. You can always buy your crayfish from him. Let's promote this young man as a compensation for what he has gone through because of all these pennies, disappearance, and everything that was everywhere. Thank God that it has been debunked. So now I can comfortably say, Sibel, good morning. Yeah, because, if you notice, during that period, I was not even greeting you.
Was it really?
During that period, when I can't see you, I say, Sibel.
Yes, only for this. That's too strong, eh?
Yes, well, we know, yes. A lot is at stake.
A lot is really at stake.
Now, let's leave from there and talk about Lidol. Lidol is the daughter of this spa. That
the artist?
Yes, the artist that her father was accused or was found guilty of to have killed a 6-year-old child called baby Matisse. Yes, fortunately that incident was resolved and the man is behind bars now at Kundengi. And Lidol has been off social media since then. So she came back to social media 2 days ago, and this time she has shaved Korobo. It don't do Buzero. That's in honor of baby Matisse.
Wow.
Proving that she's still mourning this loss that we had. The entire nation was mourning. And Lidol, this sign shaving, remember during that period, she had a concert in Paris and Yaoundé. She cancelled those concerts in honor of baby Matisse. And I'm very sure that his soul is still resting in God's bosom now. 6 years old. Those people, when they die, that's straight heaven, no? Well, yeah, they are not yet at the level where God can judge them based on bad and good.
Well, what takes a person to heaven, from my knowledge, is you accepting the life of Christ.
Yeah, but those children, they are not yet conscious of,
Maybe if they did, they would definitely go to heaven.
But they still end. I don't think a 6 years old. A 6 years old may know that beating or lying is a sin, but that conviction that it's really going to, a 6 years old may only know that lying is bad based on what your society, your parents, your morals, your brought up with. But that conviction. So this is to say that baby Matisse is surely resting in peace somewhere.
We'll take that topic to church.
Okay, let's leave from there and talk about this Nigerian lady in Nigeria, this Cameroon lady in Nigeria, who was really blessed by, one of those few good people that still exist out there. This lady was really fried, yes, for the fact that she forgot a bag of about 4 million naira in a keke's man's, in a keke in Nigeria, yes. And unfortunately for her, that keke man is a Jehovah Witness that is touched by Jehovah himself.
That's fortunately for her, right?
Yes, because in 100 people, not 90 people will bring back 4 million. For Nigeria, we play chunks, not even Nigeria, Cameroon, yeah. So you pick 4 and go get them back. Shock. Yes. Right. But we really thank God for this keke man. It's something that everybody should really live up to. Yes. Yeah. For the fact that you're going, this keke man said he needs a new keke, right? He's poor. He has a family to take care of. But he cannot take care of his family on the sweat of another woman.
Many people should get this.
Yes.
They should.
Because the way that is, even there's a saying that you do not look at somebody and say, oh, this person is a sinner, when you've not gone through what that person has gone through.
Okay.
Yes. Because the way we are now, you may just be serving your God, you're condemning somebody and criticizing somebody. If they put what that person is going through, the kind of temptation, well, this is temptation that can take you to hell, la la la. Yes, this one can tempt even the highest, most spiritual person. Yes, be going through difficult times, and you see, some people will say, you have been praying for manners. This is how God has watered your bread. But this man traced this woman and gave her back that money. Yes, that is really something, that is a moral code that should be practiced by all. So we brought this news here to tell you that no matter how small, if you pick my 10,000, will you be able to give find and go give? The worst na Momo. Some man go mistake send you 20K for Momo. I don't mistake send 300K for man for Momo. I beg something or send 250 saying gang.
Hey.
You reach out there, then the best send na 50,000. I'm telling you. Still, till now, that person blocked me and I'm not seeing that money.
That's wicked.
It's appalling. Yes, it's really, really appalling.
Child.
Yeah, so let's really learn from this keke driver in Nigeria. If you do that, then you may not really feel your reward directly or something. Trust me, that singular act of gesture is going to work for you over time.
Yeah.
Yes, so we really congratulate that man, and also I'm sure that mama will testimony will try with me that yes, and that mama too, I'm sure she should do something for that man.
Obviously.
Yes. Because you can't give someone, so someone will move 5,000 give you. Yeah, that mama use your church man give that guy like 200 or 300K.
Yeah.
Because that money was already gone. Yes, that money was already gone.
Good.
Okay. Still in Nigeria, these Nigerians this guy they like to try things, man.
Okay.
Do you believe that one young man, had decided to break Guinness Book of Records by using a bicycle to travel from Nigeria to the US? Can you imagine?
How?
Man say one use bicycle travel from Nigeria go reach United States of America. This is I think this is 4 days later. No, 3 days later, we are showing you this. 3 days later, he just crossed into Benin Republic. Yes. So the picture this way take from Benin Republic. I'm saying, oh, is it ride bicycle from Nigeria to Benin Republic? That already is a milestone. Yes. Some people are asking that how will he cross water with bicycle? But I think that there is land that links Africa to Europe.
Is there?
Yes, you can follow land. I think Morocco, Egypt, they get some stretch of land. It's not like somebody will ask you that you cannot live from Cameroon to Nigeria by land. No, you can use water and you can use land. If you go for a bridge, there's a way cross on top water. You person pass. So it doesn't mean that there must be a bridge that links one African country. It's just a channel that you need to know your way around.
So this man is still on it.
Yes, he's still on it. He just entered Benin Republic 3 days.
Wow.
He used 3 days to enter Benin Republic, and we are hoping that. But
we're wishing
do
him all
you
the
think
best.
it's possible?
I don't think so.
You're going to reach your play Okada.
I don't think so.
Man.
Come on.
Some people just have time and money to just useless because this is a lot of money.
Maybe.
Because you have to be sleeping in hotels, feeding, and all those things. I mean, well, if at the end of the day he succeeds, just the money he's going to get from his win at Guinness World Record is going to give him fame.
What if he doesn't succeed? The next one will not even recognize him. I'm not sure.
It's not easy. It's just like we had this young man in Bamena who is amputated, right? Neutral Bull. Yes, that's his social media name. He has one leg. So he decided to do a triathlon. We've announced it here severally. Where he decided to move from Finance Junction to Welcome to Bamenda.
Yeah.
Yes. From Finance to Welcome to Bamenda. And you know what that means? For amputated person for Waka claim up station he. Waka so they go reach that Welcome to Bamenda going towards Akum.
Yeah.
That is a milestone. Yes. And that is something that this year Nigerian man is attempting to complete. We are going to be bringing you updates as we have this program Arise and Shine. Day 3, it don't cost Benin Republic. Probably by day 5, people will enter maybe from Benin Republic. I think you will enter from Ghana and start going. I don't know. Man, don't give wrong information.
On a bicycle.
On a bicycle. Yes. But we are going to update you as days go. Yeah. Now, do you remember this name, Balthazar?
That name is a global name.
It's a brand already. Balthazar, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Balthazar. What has he done this time?
Yeah, this time around, Balthazar, they behind bars,
Finally.
Yes, Balthazar and his friends have decided to embezzle 1 billion francs from their government in public contracts and everything. So Balthazar has been found guilty of an embezzlement scheme of 1 billion francs.
Wow, he doesn't give up on committing crimes.
This is 1 billion francs. Balthazar is sharing inside the money at 900 million. I'm telling you.
Wow.
So they take 900 million, you very friend and take 100 million.
Balthazar, yeah, please.
Hey, Balthazar, that man a record breaker. So Balthazar is behind bars now for an embezzlement scheme of approximately 1 billion francs CFA. Let's leave from there and go out of Africa where P. Sean Diddy, that is a hip-hop artist in America, has been vindicated of major crimes that was levied against him. Remember,
the Diddy guy.
Yes, the Diddy guy has been in court for some time now for crimes like, sex trafficking, money laundry and
Yeah.
kidnapping for ransom and all that. Yes, but fortunately for him, he has been vindicated of these major crimes. And when you say major crimes, these are crimes that could warrant you the death sentence or life imprisonment.
Yeah.
But he has been vindicated of these major crimes, but nevertheless, he has been convicted of 2 crimes. That's yes, transportation with aim for prostitution.
Yeah.
Yes. So and these crimes is the why we say minor crimes is because they are acceptable to bail, susceptible to bail.
Yeah.
So he can be bailed from these 2 crimes, but at the end of the day, P. Sean Diddy may yet be going home from his long prosecution in court.
Good for him.
Yeah. Let's talk about a sad page. Yes.
Okay.
The world of football is mourning
Who's that?
a Liverpool forward player and a Portuguese forward, Diogo Jota. Yes, Diogo Jota is one of the best central forward who got married not 2 weeks ago, not up to 2 weeks ago, had an accident in Spain and died on the spot alongside his brother.
He has 3 children.
Yes, he got married to his wife. They had 3 children before marriage.
Okay.
Yes, we unfortunately for this young woman, she has been made a widow at a very young age. She has not enjoyed her marriage. So
That's
Diogo
sad.
Jota is no more. If you're a fan of Liverpool, we say sorry. If you're a fan of football, we say sorry. The entire football community is mourning. We've seen stars like Cristiano Ronaldo shared his opinion. Yes, so Cristiano Ronaldo made mention that he was with Diogo Jota at the national team not even up to days ago. Not that way, you know what? You just see somebody today and tomorrow hear that person is no more. Those are the worst kind of, it's really bad. So we say rest in peace to Diogo Jota and may his family take comfort in this time of their mourning.
Yeah.
Let's talk about our forex tips of today before we cap this session of Congo Sa. These are momentum trading concepts, yes. So all these candlesticks indicate the strength of momentum when you're trading. So if you're someone that trades based on the candlestick structure or candlestick pattern, you should take into consideration these candlesticks and what it means. Screenshot, apply it, and thank us later. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prince MC Protocol, for telling us everything that's trending on Congo Sa. It's been very entertaining and educative as well. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Congo Sa on Arise and Shine. Well, we are not done yet. We have our topic of discussion to discuss further. Your messages we are receiving, and we want to take a quick break. So we welcome back Gashi Sharon, and we will have the discussion. So stay tuned. Don't go yet. I told you we didn't go far. We are still here, and this is still the show Arise and Shine. Thank you to all of you who have stayed tuned from the beginning up to now, to all of you who have shared, to all of you who have liked, to all of you commenting and sending in your messages on the number on the screen. Thank you very much. Let's have your messages on the show. And yes, your prophetess is back. Gashi Sharon is on set with Prince MC Protocol. We're here together. Welcome back, Sharon.
Thank you, Sibel. Hi, Prince.
How are you?
I'm good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Why are you guys smiling like that? Why is this smile special? I feel like...
No, nothing. And it's the first time I'm seeing him this morning, I think.
Okay.
So probably that's why.
Wow. Anyways, guys, that smile was kind of intriguing, so I had to ask. Pardon me. Pardon me. So
But
we
you're
are
always up to something. I know.
it's good to always be up to something, actually. So we want to have this topic of discussion. We received a message, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have it one more time so you are reminded of what we are talking about today. It says, I have a fiance and we are planning to get married in a few months. He's currently renting an apartment while I own a house. Is it wrong for him to move in with me after we get married, especially since we won't have to pay rent? However, his family opposes this idea, and I would like to hear some different perspectives on it. That's the message we received. And yes, to all of you sending in messages, we will read them on the show. First, let's hear from Gashi Sharon.
Okay. For me, I don't think it's a problem moving in after the wedding, right? So
Yes.
I don't think there's no problem at all with that because you guys are trying to build something together. It's no longer a relationship where you say, okay, maybe we're just dating or something like that. This is a life you guys are building together. So it's actually not a problem, and you shouldn't care about what the family will say. The family are not the ones getting into the marriage. So you should care more about you. If your husband is d'accord with you, then there should be no problem at all.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's take, for instance, the family is against it and they are influencing the man's decision.
At this point, I think the man should have a decision of his own.
Okay.
He is the one getting into the marriage, or this is a life he's about to start with you.
Yeah.
Not with his family. Now he's separating from his family totally.
Okay.
So I don't think, as a man, matured man, you should let your family influence you. You should know how to make a decision of your own, and it should be for the best, of course. So it's going to help you both. Why? Because you're going to save up. She has a house. It's in fact, it's not her house anymore. It's your house
because you guys are married.
Yeah, and you're the man. Of course, she will not say this is my house. She'll say our house. Every woman who is respectful will always refer to it that way.
Okay, thank you very much. Before I get to you, Prince, let's have this message. It says, good morning to you guys. I am Cynthia from nowhere. I am Cynthia and I am loving the show. Honestly, I think societal expectations can be a bit old-fashioned. Living together after marriage is quite normal now, and it doesn't mean he's any less independent. If you both agree on this living arrangement and it works for you, then go for it. Just make sure you set boundaries and expectations together. Okay, thank you very much, Cynthia. I like when you say a bit old-fashioned. Societal expectations are a bit old-fashioned. We'll have Prince takes on that. Now, this other message says, I am Daniel from Tambeng. I understand why his family might be against it. They might see it as him losing independence or feel that he should establish his own space first. It's important to consider their feelings, but ultimately, you both need to do what's best for your relationship. Maybe having a conversation with them to explain your perspective could ease their concerns. 2 messages read. We'll get to the next. But Prince, let's hear from you. First of all, Prince, let's just take, for instance, you're that titled man. Would you actually go and live in a house that a woman bought with her money?
Well, the thing is, men, right, are programmed to feel like a man. When you say feel like a man, they are programmed to dominate women.
Dominate their ego.
Yes. And many people will say they are married, it will not do what. But at the end of the day, 5 years into the marriage, 10 years into the marriage, even 2 weeks into the marriage, one day or another. Every couple have problems, right? Okay. In one of those problems, that superiority complex. Yes, that woman go. You know that kind of way, if you vex say pack out of my house. Okay. Most men like to, it's my house, right? They like to, at the end, you want any family in your house. So at the end of the day, if I'm a man, right, I think that, I may move into the house, per se, but while I'm looking forward to, moving out, I don't think moving into the house should be a permanent something. Yes, I
Right.
think that if I can move in there just to, you know, use the rent money and all that stuff like that, build, accumulate, and maybe build a house, another house, and move, even if smaller, but at least feel like you're the man
Just
and
want
all
to be
that.
free from the fact that the woman bought the house you are living in. Oh my goodness.
Like you said, men will always be men, right? They
Okay.
always feel intimidated. So that's
Yeah. So I had this conversation with someone and they were like, why not buy the house?
you can't. How your wife would never agree, no
No,
matter how
yeah, I
much.
think so.
Yes.
That works.
Maybe for your
Except
mental
maybe,
health as a
yeah.
man and to keep
Yeah, if
that
you
your
have the
ego.
financial, I thought maybe the aspect of finance was, you know, if you have the financial,
Okay.
the best way, if the house is comfortable to your standard, the best way is
Mhm.
buy off that house, pay off the woman, take it like a loan every month.
Yes, I'm even
deposit,
talking
yes.
about maybe you're not financially stable, but take it upon yourself to pay, you know.
Yes.
We should consider that a lot of women will not accept this. That's a fact. It's going to be really difficult. Maybe you should consider saying maybe someone will come in like they want to buy the house and then you work it out with that person.
Okay.
You get. But saying your wife should sell a house to you, that's I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I know, and you know what, Sharon? I think this thing is difficult for men because of the way we women tend to react sometimes.
exactly.
The fact that we bought the house will always somehow
Feel
bring it
superior.
up, and we are like, I bought the house you're
Even
living
on subconsciously,
Yeah,
you may not bring it intentionally,
in. Yes.
just reactions subconsciously,
So,
you may not be intentional.
so is the problem women or men feeling inferior and insecure?
Exactly.
Because even when you're suggesting that you buy the house, what's wrong with you living in a house that I bought?
It's your partner.
I think the problem
You're
is
married?
Yeah, exactly.
the problem is women having the potential to run their mouth in future. Because for men, it's
Wow.
the gene. That is how we were made. It's not our fault. But
Well, this
women,
how
the way
men
you
were made.
react, yeah, women, the way you talk, is not God's fault.
The thing is, you should know women will always be women, but you as a man, you should know how to not get your wife to that state. You get, because men are fond of this. They always push you, and then they don't care about how what made you react the way you reacted. They care about the reaction. So I think at this point, men too should know how to get, like, no, you should. Everybody has this mumu button that when you press, they always come down. So
Okay,
you should know
Shasha is
that
giving
your
out
wife's
tips.
mumu button, exactly. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe even if you, the man, you get into the house, because forget all this stuff, just say it's not you. You just hear that there's this lady and this man, the man is living in the lady's house, they got married. You look at that
You
man
see a lot,
somehow.
yeah.
Yes, there is some comment that you make. So maybe you walk into the house, you guys are living together. You, the man, why not take responsibility over everything now? Like stocking the house, the furniture, making sure that you stock it to its brim. Don't
Exactly.
you think,
This is
protocol?
not just okay. Sorry, let me say something before I forget.
Yes.
Okay, I think with this, right, it actually makes a lot of sense. Why? Because it's going to make you feel like, okay, you've contributed a lot in this, not just being like a burden or being like, okay, you just waited for her to make it and then you came in like, no. I think doing that is going to be a good
Prince,
idea.
are you going to be buying that option?
But you know that men nowadays, let me not say men, boys nowadays are also looking for gold digger, for sugar mummies now.
Women like that.
They are looking for established women that will just come and, you know.
And they are comfortable.
I think this is our today's generation. If you ask 50% or 70% even of young boys out there, would they prefer a lady that has already made it, or would they prefer a lady that wants to work? They will go for a lady that has made it. To just go and be tapping, but at the end of the day, just so that you're you know.
Okay, so let's talk about, is this family dynamic stuff even something to talk about? You know, the woman said the family of the guy is not in support of that idea. Should the family really count in a situation like this?
The family will always talk. Not only the family, the same thing the family will talk, the same thing even neighbors, even friends will say. That you're not being a man, you're going to stay with a woman. Oh, that is the same thing. But at the end of the day, the decision is still yours as a man. Right? So if I'm a man, I think at that point, if I really have to move into that house, I will decide to either buy off the house like you proposed. Yes, I'll decide to buy off the house or buy another house and we move into that house.
Just so it will not be the woman.
Just to balance that dynamic.
Just to feed your ego and your pride. Say it like that.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, there's this last message that we'll have, and then we'll tease our brains riding on. It says, hello to the house. Nice topic. Thank you. I think it makes total sense for him to move in with you after the wedding. You are starting a new life together, and sharing a home can help you both save money. That's what we are talking about, and build a stronger bond. Plus, it's practical. Why parent when you have a house? When you have a house already, just make sure both of you are comfortable with the arrangement. When you have a house, people need to understand relationship, union in marriage, that once you're married you are now one. There is something when it comes to men. When they are married, like women always say, your money is my money, my
yeah.
money is my
So
money.
it should be the other way around as
So
well.
it
Your
should be
house
the
is
other
my
way
house.
around. So the
Exactly.
man too should say, it's your house, it's my house.
Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you very much. This person never gave us the name, but thank you very much for your contribution. It makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think she has counted she has summarized everything in a
Yeah.
very short way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Prince will no longer feed his ego or his pride.
The thing is, men will always be men. No matter what you do, they'll always feel like, okay, I've not done enough. I need to do this in order to be termed a man. So, and that's not fair.
Yes, I was going to
That's not
say
fair.
that the men should actually give Prince his flowers. He represents them well.
Exactly.
Like brotherhood needs to be proud of Prince.
He's always standing up for them.
Yeah. Well, it's been amazing with you guys, and all of you who sent in contributions on this topic of. Please lie down flat. Now let's tease our brains with this riddle. Now, oh, come on, see pretender.
I was never aware.
Yeah, so I have your own riddle on the show. However, let's have the first one I shared with Miss Schneider Williams, so I get your take on it, since you had no idea, right? What is full of holes but still holds water? That's the first one. The second one, what five-letter word gets shorter when you add two letters to it? If you can remind us of the answers, because it was already given.
I wasn't attentive.
Okay.
Like, look at the video and give your
Yes,
answer.
but now give your answer.
So let me think.
Yes.
Why are you attacking me, Prince? Why
What
am
is
I always attacked on this when it comes to
I think the
riddles?
second one has the answer in it already.
Okay, which is what five-letter
Shorter.
word gets shorter when
Short,
you are
I think.
okay?
Short,
Yeah.
Nice one. Let's go to the first one. What is full of holes but still holds water?
Schneider Williams says, or an ocean, or
full of holes.
Sea. She said the sea. She gave an explanation that
I think the right answer to that question is sponge.
A sponge. I know you searched it. Don't give me like you already know it. It's a sponge, yes, but you didn't just. You had to search it. Like so this is officially on this episode.
Wait, this answer.
So guys, let's have this other riddle for them. It says, I'm very sorry that I had to shock you guys. What breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks? I'll take it again. What breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks? It's like I've even forgotten the response. Yes, the second one says, what is the end of everything? What breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never
What breaks never falls.
Yet never falls.
Read it well. What breaks yet never falls, and what falls yet never breaks?
What?
Hmm?
What breaks? Oh my God.
Okay. Why you're thinking?
That's tricky.
What
the
breaks?
second one should be death. What is the end of everything? Death.
Death. Is death the end of everything?
After you die, no be what to know anything.
What's the end of everything?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why am I blank on all of this?
Okay, let's have it on screen. So I'm taking it that you failed. Okay. What breaks yet never falls? And what falls yet never breaks?
The first part of the first question, I think your heart.
Your heart? What about day and night?
Okay.
Day and night.
Yes, the
It's
day break.
Oh wow.
Nightfall.
Night falls. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Let's get to the second one. You guys will give me your my flowers. Yes. The second one, what is the end of everything?
Think. That's the answer.
The G.
The G, exactly.
The thing G.
Why? How can you say thing?
G, end of everything.
I don't know, but at least maybe the G is a question mark.
G.
No.
It's the end of everything.
Everything.
Okay, the G, but at least thing. I tell you was right.
Protocol, you're not always right. Calm down.
Yeah, but you tried.
Yeah,
You tried. So it's been amazing with you guys, and I hope that your brains have been teased.
And your plan did not work because at least we knew the answers. Without
Excuse
searching.
me.
We shocked you.
Excuse me. That's
No, we.
pride speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have had your most beautiful time on today's edition of the show, Arise and Shine. And as we are rounding up, I hope you're not offended that we need to leave your screen, right? Let's have your last take as we say bye-bye.
Go first.
Okay, as for my last take, once again, I would like to remind the entire population of Banyonga about the upcoming convention that is happening in Banyonga from the 13th to the 17th of August at Bonny Complex in Jenka.
Okay.
So Sharon.
Okay, my last take concerning the topic of discussion is women. Right?
Women.
Yeah, women. We should mind the kind of things we say, especially when you're married and if you're doing better than your partner, you should never use it against them.
Yeah,
never.
don't bring it on their faces.
Yeah, exactly. When you do that, it breaks them more than anything. So mind the kind of words you use and don't listen to outsiders. When you've made your decision, stick to it. As long as you and your partner are d'accord with it, it's what matters.
Yes.
Let outsiders say whatever. People will always talk. Let them say whatever they have to say and you do what makes you happy.
Yes. Now, speaking on behalf of Prince MC Protocol, men, don't feel insecure when your woman is ahead of you.
Yeah. If you feel like it's
be proud of your woman. Prince, did I speak your mind?
Yeah.
The man for the brotherhood, always standing firm. Well, it's been a wonderful time with you guys. Thank you for always coming on the show, Arise and Shine.
Thanks for always having us. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, so until next time, we'll do it together. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time right from the beginning to this very moment. The show Arise and Shine comes to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as of 9 a.m. It's that show, always remember, that we engage you viewers in real-time discussions on current events, lifestyle topics, and societal issues. I'm hoping that on today's edition, you've been motivated enough, you've been educated in our learning lab, you've gotten to know more about fashion and style and all that's trending on Congo